What's up, everybody? Noah Kaser back here for another episode of Noah Kaser Live. Let's get right into it because we got a lot to talk about. We got a brand new review for The Damned. I know I'm a couple weeks late for it, but we're going to review The Damned. Better Man flops hard. How hard and why did it flop? Shrek 5 has been delayed and Minions 3 is taking its place. Why is it a great idea for both of the franchises? We're going to do some trailer reactions. I'm bringing those back in 2025. Woman in the Yard and Alto Nights, and we're going to be going over the Letterboxd wrap, my stats for 2024, showing you my most watched actor, the number of films I logged, the number of films I actually reviewed on Letterboxd, and a lot more stats, along with Release Rewind is making a comeback. Ticket Tracker, Netflix Top 10, we're going to be trying the streaming Top 10 to see how you guys like it, and we will also be going into what's releasing this week in theaters and on streaming. So let's get right into this first. There was a movie that came out not too long ago, and it's fine, right? I mean, it's fine. Here's the thing, though. This movie that came out did not make big splashes at the box office. So let's get right into it. We're going to be talking about The Damned. The Damned is a brand new horror movie that is very interesting, because The Damned is all about a 19th century woman who is tasked with making the impossible choice when, during an especially cruel winter, a ship sinks off the coast of her impoverished Icelandic fishing village. Any attempt to rescue any survivors risks further depleting the starving villagers' supplies. This movie stars a fabulous in the role Odessa Young, and Joe Cole is also in this film as well. This is a very slow, 89-minute slow burn type of film. That's exactly what this film needs to be, because if it's not a slow burn, then this movie is just moving way too fast, but it takes itself very seriously. This movie is very well done. Odessa Young is fantastic. It moves at a slow pace because that's what the story calls for. However, there's an issue with that. It moves a little too slow. There are moments here and there where they linger on a very creepy moment. There's some beautifully done shots here with natural lighting that's very hard to do. There's not a lot of studio lighting here. When you're outside, it's actually cold. It's actually in the negatives. It's actually in the real snow. There's very little green screen here. This movie is very well shot. It's very well acted. Here's the issue. It moves at a snail's pace. And when The Damned moves at a snail's pace, that's a detriment. Because at moving at a snail's pace, you can't keep the attention of an audience very long. With this type of a story, this could have been done in maybe 45 minutes. Cut out some of the unnecessary scenes here and there, tighten the runtime up a little bit, and you're in a good spot. The Damned is a very well done film, but nothing I'm ever going to go back and rewatch, but it's the first new film I saw in 2025, and I am very glad to say that I got a screener for this one, so thank you for my screener. And this is a later review. Things came up, but here's a review of The Damned, and I thought it was a very good film. A couple issues here and there, also very slow, like I've said multiple times, but I'm gonna say check it out. I'm gonna end up giving The Damned a B-. I mean, I could very easily go with a B+, or a C+, a C, or a B- right there in that gray range, but very well done film, and I cannot wait to see what Odessa Young does next, because I've seen her in a couple of films. But there's my review of The Damned. Like and subscribe if you're new. I'll see all of you guys next time. But let's get right into the comments. Okay. Hello. What's up, Sav? It's awesome to see you. How are you doing? I'm doing great, sir. How are you doing today? Luke Lepanto. What's up, my guy? Stay tuned, because at 8 o'clock he will be going live on his channel for Movie Fanatics with Luke and Michael. You might see a very special thing that I've made on there. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Here we go. I have not seen The Damned. Do you recommend it? I would recommend it. I would recommend you rent it, because I don't think it's released in a lot of theaters over there in the UK yet, Sav, which we will get into the UK in just a minute. But I would recommend it, yes. It's a very slow burn. It's a very easy watch. It's cold. Just cover up in a blanket and just and you're good. What's up, Michael? It's awesome to see you. By the way, you guys, me and Noah's show, The Bell Call, will be on next week. Yes, it will. Episode 2 will be on next week, so check us out at this email, at this channel right here, and we will be live next Wednesday. Okay, let's get into the next topics, because we got a lot of topics to get to. This is very interesting. Sav can help me out here because I'm not familiar with this guy. Very few people in the States are familiar with the guy named Robbie Williams. So there was a movie that came out this past week, and we're going to talk about it, and it flopped hard. So let's talk about the flop that is Better Man. Better Man flops hard. This is not for the lack of trying, because there was a lot of push for this film in the very beginning. It got bought up by Paramount from a film festival, and it's not for the lack of trying to push it. However, I think this film was just a little too niche for him, and let's get into it. This is coming to us from Variety. The Lionsgate heist thriller, Den of Thieves 2, Pantera, stole the box office crown, debuting at number 1 with $15.5 million. Going down here, in related stories, these movies are not for audience... These movies are made for the audience, not critics, says... okay, yes. Where do we go here? Here we go. Another newcomer, the musical biopic Better Man, which is a CGI monkey, portrays the British singer named Robbie Williams, hits all the wrong notes with a paltry $1 million from 1,291 venues. That is awful. And it's directed by, clearly you can see I love his other film right here. You can literally see I love his other film, The Greatest Showman. I think it's one of the greatest films ever made. It's one of my favorites. It gives me so much joy. The soundtrack is amazing. But it debuts at $1 million. Better Man faltered, and even across the pond, where he is more well-known than he is in the States, Better Man faltered with 1.9 to start and 4.7 million to date. Those ticket sales are not a good sign for the for commercial prospects, although Better Man has been well reviewed. Being well reviewed has nothing to do with it, because you can be completely well reviewed, and the issue is Robbie Williams isn't all that well known here in the States. I don't know a single person in my friend group who actually knew of him before the movie was coming out. So Sav, is he well known? Okay, here. There we go. So he is a singer that started in a group called Take That, and then he went solo. Okay, see? There we go. See, I didn't know that. Robbie Williams is not like the Better Man film is not like an Elvis. It's not like a Rocket Man. It's not like a Bohemian Rhapsody that is about a massive star that's worldwide known. Not like a Elvis Presley or a Elton John, or when the Taylor Swift one comes out, inevitably, when that one eventually comes out, because Taylor Swift will get one, mark my words. But the Robbie Williams movie Better Man just looked too weird for some audiences. It's a nice idea. It's an original idea to have him as a CGI monkey. Very great idea. However, the execution I've heard is great. The marketing, I saw almost no marketing for it. They bought the movie for $25 million. That being them at Paramount bought it for $25 million. So the movie was made for, I think, 110 maybe. This movie is bombing hard. It is bombing hard at the box office. And I don't say that lightly. I don't want any movie to flop. It's just the fact of it's flopping because nobody knew him. This movie that should have been a bigger hit with the name from the director of The Greatest Showman only earned $1 million domestically. I'm looking at the numbers right now. It's earned $11.4 million worldwide. Worldwide. If that tells you anything. So let's take a look at this, shall we? We're going to take a look at this and what it's doing overseas, because he's more well known there. We're going to go to the numbers, and take a look at international numbers. I will get your comment in just a second, Michael. Okay, here we go. So here we go. The international numbers. The United Kingdom has given it $6.1 million. That makes sense. He's from there. He's more well known. He's very well known in Australia, Italy, the Netherlands. Overseas, he's more well known. Portugal, it hasn't opened yet. Romania, well, it's open. It's not making a lot of money. It just depends on how many screens it's at. So here's the thing. Here, it's made just about $1 million. $1 million. 1.2 right now. Those numbers suck. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Those numbers suck. They should be a lot higher. I haven't seen the movie myself because my theater did not get it. My theater thought it would be a better idea to get a religious film to please the audience here in my town, which is very smart for my theater. Better Man, I thought was going to be a bigger hit. I'm not going to lie to you. I was not expecting $1 million opening. But you also got to think of this. It only opened in 1,200 theaters. That's because audiences and the theater goers and the theater owners didn't think that it was going to be a good idea to have them do it, right? They didn't think it was going to be a big enough hit to draw enough people in to the theater. And I'm sorry if you hear something scraping. We had a lot of snow here in my neck of the woods in the States, and there's a snowplow out there right now. So I'm sorry if you hear the scraping. Anyways, back to Better Man. It's going to bomb. It's bombing. It's not going to make its money back whatsoever. If I had to guess, I'd have to say on the nice end, maybe, if I'm being optimistic, 30, 35 million, if I'm being optimistic. But you got to think about this. Yes, it's being well received, but you also got a lot of stuff coming out in the upcoming weeks. I mean, if you have a small auditorium, 2-auditorium theater like mine, you're going to get something that's going to make money. So this week, we are bringing back the Sonic 3 movie, and we're getting Wolfman. The next time they're going to get a new movie, I'm going to guess is probably going to be Dogman, which is going to be a big hit around here because it's a kids film. You can take the schools to it. You can go on a field trip. You can read books in class and go back to it. But anyways, this is great. Sav says that Robbie Williams has been around since the late 90s. And take that. Then Solo, since the early 2000s. Okay. Since the early 2000s, he has been on a solo run. Awesome. And his music is on YouTube. I will have to go for that. Yes. Dogman and Companion. I don't think Companion is going to make a lot of money because I don't think it's going very wide. But I have a feeling it's going to be a fantastic film. And I know you're going to an early screening of that at your Alamo Draft House, I think. So I hope you enjoy it. I will see it when it comes to streaming because my theater is not going to get it. My theater is probably going to get Dogman. But what do you think about this? I almost said Dogman. But there's 3 movies that came out in the same month that went wide that have the name Man in it. Better Man, Dogman, Wolfman. I just caught on to that. But what do you think about Better Man flopping hard at the box office? Are you surprised? Did you know about Take That? Did you know about the man in Robbie Williams? Did the marketing look a little too odd for you with it all being told as him as a CGI monkey? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below and let me know your thoughts. Going into the comments here that I missed during this, I saw Wicked. I didn't think it would be my cup of tea, but I really enjoyed it. See? That's why I always say, man, you didn't think it was going to be your cup of tea. I commend you for going and seeing it. My favorite film of last year. Highly recommend everybody who hasn't seen it, see it. It is in theaters right now. It's on the digital right now. I've watched the Defying Gravity sequence, the Dancing for Life sequence, and the popular sequence probably, well, Defying Gravity probably about 6 or 7 times. And, of course, the Dancing Through Life, which I think is the best song, the best performance by the entire cast. Now, for song, it's Defying Gravity, but love it. You made the right decision. Yes, what a masterpiece of a film. I'll check out Batman when it comes to Paramount Plus. Okay. The Michael Jackson biopic, yes. That's going to be big. I think that has the potential to be $1 billion film because Michael Jackson is one of the biggest stars in the history of music. January is the month of the man. Yes. I wish we would have gotten Becky Lynch back on Monday Night Raw. Then it could have really been the month of the man, but it's okay. Also, Wicked is coming out next month on 4K. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. Moving on to the next topic. We're going to talk about this. So Shrek is one of those beloved franchises that has now had 4 films. It's made a lot of money, and not for the lack of a lot of fans, it's just they started to go down in box office. Also in a little bit of quality. I think, personally, in my opinion, the first Shrek is one of the funniest films I have ever seen in my entire life. It's by far in my top 10 of comfort films. By far. By freaking far. I love it. But let's get into this. Shrek 5 is delayed to 2026. Yeah, let's try it one more time. Shrek 5 is delayed to December 2026 for Minions 3. So this is very interesting because Shrek was originally supposed to come out in the summer of 2026. We're going to read this from, I think it's Variety, isn't it? Yes, it's from Variety. So Shrek 5, release date shifts from December 2026, and Minions 3 moves up to July 2026. Universal announced that the highly anticipated anime films are swapping their release dates. Shrek 5 pushing back from July 1st, 2026 to Wednesday, December 23rd, while Illumination's sequel to the Minions series, Minions 3, moves into that summer window from its planned date a full freaking year ahead of time. Universal has also shifted the release of an untitled Illumination film March 19th, 2027 to the June date. Why do I think this is a good idea? We're going to go back to the land of Far, Far Away, and we're going to get the main cast back in Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, and Cameron Diaz as Shrek, Donkey, and Fiona. Why do I think this is a good idea? Do you know how much money those Minion movies have made? Let's take a look at this. Ready? Most of these have opened in the summer. Very smartly. The kids are out of school. Very, very smart. So let's get into this. Look at this. These are the Despicable Me movies. The first one, almost $550 million. The sequel, almost $1 billion. The Despicable Me 3, it was $1 billion film. Despicable Me 4 just came out this past year. Boom. Almost cracked $1 billion. We're going to start back at number 1. Let's take a look at what it did opening weekend, because I think that's what we need to do here. Let's take a look at this. Opening weekend, $56 million. This is just the domestic numbers, $56 million. Going down here, it ended its run with $251 million at the domestic box office. Go back to number 2, okay? So keep that number in your mind. Keep the number in your mind. Let's go to number 2. What did it open with? This movie, they rule July. They rule the month of July. And I just wanted to point that out because I think that's a very important detail. Look at this. $84 million. $84 million. Going back to 3. How much did 3 make on opening weekend? 72. Okay? 72 million. This was awesome. $75 million for Despicable Me 4. But I don't want to leave the Minions out, so let's take a look at the Minions. Because the Minions, they have quite a bit to do with this as well. Because the Minions, people thought, well, how can you do a Minions film when everybody thinks they're either the greatest thing since sliced cheese, or or they just completely hate them. I'm on the end of, I enjoy them. I really enjoy them. Why is it a good idea to put them back? Let's take a look at the Minions numbers. The Minions numbers, opening weekend, $115 million. When did that come out? A couple weeks before, July. Let's go to Minions: The Rise of Gru. Not as good of a film, but the first one was $1 billion film. This one was almost $1 billion film. What did it open with? Read this with me. $107 million for a Minions movie. The budget was $80 million. Added in probably another 75 on the low end, $75 million for the production budget. This movie made money hand over fucking fist. This is insane to me. Now, we're going to take a look at some other numbers. Because if you take a look at what happened at the past years at the Christmas weekend box office, this is very exciting. Now, the 2024 numbers are not up there, but we will take a look at what happened in 2023 and further back. It's one of the busiest weekend, if not the biggest weekend in movie-going history in the entire year. So, here we go. Ready? This is the entire weekend right here. Christmas weekend, $157 million, 142, 291, 259. This, we're not going to count this right here, okay? Aquaman, fine. Wonko's making an ass ton of money. Avatar, yep, true. But if you take a look at this, Aquaman, Last Jedi, Rogue One, these numbers here, from the year 2000 all the way to 2023, all of these years, over $100 million, over $150 million, minus 1 year in 2022 for Christmas weekend. Let's take a look at this. 2023, the movie opened. This movie opened on the 2nd, or on the 22nd, as did Migration. The Color Purple opened on Christmas Day. Anyone But You and The Iron Claw also opened the week of Christmas. Wonka was in its second week. $28 million in your second weekend. And the movie just kept on freaking going. You open movies where you know they're going to make money. Shrek 5 is going to make an ass ton of money, no matter this delay. Now, what does it look like in 2026? I'm not quite sure, to be completely honest with you. I don't know if there's a complete thing there, but this is insane to me. This is literally insane that we are moving it that much, and it doesn't affect its box office in the slightest, I don't think. We're going to go to December of 2026, and we're just going to see what that does. Okay, so here we go. This is your release calendar. This is insane. We're going to have a fucking amazing. We're going to have a freaking amazing time at the theater in 2026. Ready? Here we go. Jumanji 3 opens on my birthday in 2026. 2026. Ice Age 6 opens the week after on the 18th. That's going to make a crap ton of money. It does say limited, but I assure you, it will go wide. I 100% assure you. Now, Shrek 5, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's insane that it's making this much money. It's going to make that much money and then some. I'm very proud of him. I am so happy. So happy. But what do you think about it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you excited that Shrek 5 has moved to December? Are you excited for that lineup? Do you think, like me, it's good for both franchises? Because for the Minions franchise, you're in your sweet spot of July 4th weekend. You get families together. Big groups of families with lots of kids can go and see the film together. You can have a sleepover. You can take kids to the theater and have them have a sleepover afterwards. School isn't in. You can do whatever you want. I think that's a smart idea. For Shrek, also a smart idea. Yes, you're going up against an Ice Age, but Ice Age is not as strong as a Shrek. The Shrek movies have made a butt ton of money as well. The fourth one took a bit of a drop in quality, but also in the box office, but it still made over $600 to $700 million. So what do you think about that? Let me know let me know your thoughts. Leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Okay. The first Shrek I saw in theaters when it came out, and Shrek 2 was pretty good. Shrek 3 and 4 I heard were awful. Nope. They are not awful films. They are perfectly fine. I think no one can. No. I don't think anyone cares about Shrek anymore, and Paramount is doing this as a cash grab. I don't think so. I think you're wrong, because I'm going to pull up something here. I'm going to pull up some numbers just to show you that, and with all due respect, I respect your opinion, but here's the thing. There's a little movie that came out in 2022 that very little people thought was going to make money. Very few people thought were going to make money. And that was this film, Puss in Boots: Last Wish. Nobody thought that this one was going to make money. $485 million. How do I know they cared about it? Opening weekend, $12 million domestic. The budget was $90 million. It opened over 4,000 theaters. Everybody cared about this movie, man. And even after, it was on the Netflix streaming charts. The Blu-ray sales for 2023, those are phenomenal numbers for 2023. I personally think you're wrong. Shrek is as popular as ever. It's gaining a newfound love. I mean, you had the Puss in Boots series. They know they have a cash cow in Shrek, and I hate to tell you, but every movie is a cash grab. It is a cash grab. The first Shrek is the best. I completely agree. I completely agree with you, man. 100%. The Minions need to go away. The most annoying characters in animated film history. See? And that is your opinion, and you are allowed to have that. I think they're annoying too, but the movies aren't made for us, man. They're meant to be cute little animated films for families, and the kids love the Minions. And I know some fully grown adults who love the Minions. I like the Minions. I think they're fine. They don't catch on, though. They don't have a lasting impact like some others do. It's not like a Grinch or a Mario. They get popular when a new movie comes out. They get popular when a new film comes out. Where Grinch has it just had a big resurgence this year. I really think that Shrek 5 is going to make a ton of money, and Sav agrees with me. I completely agree with you, but let's get into the next topics because we only have a couple more, and we're going to be doing some trailer reactions. So, there was a couple trailers that came out today. I was refraining from watching them, and I've seen nobody talk about this trailer in particular. So, we're going to be watching the trailer for Woman in the Yard. Woman in the Yard is the brand new Blumhouse film. Now, this can go one of two ways, right? It's coming from the studio that brought us such well-done horror films as The Black Phone and Megan. But then again, they also gave us Imaginary. They also gave us Night Swim. They've given us awful films. This, I have not seen a trailer yet. I know it's only a minute, so we're just going to take a look at this and see what we think. Okay, here we go.
When the sun is bright and the wind is still. comes to you. Sudden chill.
Detweiler.
Draped in black, from head to toe. How she got there, you'll never know.
Today's the day.
Okay, so not a bad teaser trailer. I will say this though. With the movie that everybody, I can't remember the name of it, but there was a trailer that came out last year, and everybody got so annoyed with it. Oh yeah, it was Speak No Evil. Everybody saw that horror movie trailer right before every movie, every PG-13, every R-rated movie. It was in front of that. This is going to be the same thing. It's only a minute. They're going to play the teaser trailer, and when the official trailer comes out, I'm hoping it comes out in a couple of weeks. That doesn't look bad. Danielle Detweiler is a phenomenal actress. From what I've heard, she's very recognizable. I don't think this movie is going to make a lot of money, but we're getting towards that time where we need a good horror movie, right? We're going to have Wolfman this week, and I plan on seeing that very, very soon. And I hope that the Wolfman is good. Woman in the Yard, it's an interesting premise, right? Decent lead star, but a lead star doesn't make your movie good. I wish it did. I mean, I wish that every movie that The Rock was in was good. I wish that every movie that, say, a Jason Statham was in was good. Leonardo DiCaprio, I don't think has had a real bad film, or Margot Robbie has had a bad film that I've personally seen. But unfortunately, talent doesn't... Well, on-screen talent doesn't really make a good film. It's good direction, good script, good storytelling. Does this have a good story? We will find out when it comes out, but what do you think about it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know your thoughts. Going to the comments, we have a couple more. Yeah, The Grinch had a good resurgence with the 2018 film and Jim Carrey's live action film, which a lot of people I see respect nowadays than when it came out. Yes, it has caught on a cult classic type of a feel to it. Yes. I don't know why it became popular this year though, because literally, I can literally show you. I bought these because there was a whole freaking Grinch section at my Walmart, and I figured, when in the heck am I going to have a better chance to buy a pair of Grinch hands? I don't think I will. And plus, there was a Grinch resurgence at my work with a backpack and a plushie and jewelry and candies and everything. I don't know why the Grinch was popular this year, but apparently he was. Next year, it'll probably be a bigger deal because it'll be the 60th anniversary of the original animated short. Maybe I don't know when the book came out, but maybe the original book came out in 1964. I don't know. The Woman in the Yard looks mid from the trailer. I think it looks decent. The cinematography looks promising. The story has some promise to it. The issue is we need a full trailer to fully get a grasp of what's actually going to happen in the movie. It's probably going to be a very cliched horror film. It's Blumhouse. They either go one way or the other. There's not a lot of just right down the middle okay horror films from them. I personally didn't hate a film like Night Swim like everybody else did. I did not like Imaginary whatsoever. I thought there was an interesting idea. The production design was very, very good. The chemistry between our two leads was good, but They didn't execute it well. We'll see how The Woman in the Yard is. And to finish off the comments for this one, I need to see. Okay, I still need to see Speak No Evil. It's on Peacock right now. I highly recommend that you check it out. It is a very good horror film. Not one of the best of the year, but it's definitely not the best horror movie of 2024, but it's a damn good one, man. It's really good. And having not seen the original, I think that's why I enjoyed it a little bit more than other people did. So next up, we're going to go into this. There was another new trailer that came out today, and we're going to be doing the trailer. And we're going to be doing a trailer reaction for Alto Nights. So Alto Nights is the brand new film starring Robert De Niro. I know nothing about this film. I just know that it had a trailer that came out today, and I've been waiting to react to it for the video. So let's get right into it, and let's take a look at what the Alto Nights is all about. With makeup.
Where do I start? You're going down a very dangerous road. We ain't been down dangerous roads before. That's a risk you take. Me, I take, but you're not where I am. I give to charities, I pay my taxes. Let's remember something. I put you where you are today. It's because of me. Mr. Good Citizen, you want to be like them? Come on, you ain't like them. They own this country. They're bigger gangsters than we ever could be. All of a sudden you want to be half in, half out, half a racketeer. You can't have it both ways. You're either in or you're out. You must have seen who shot you.
The man took a shot at his own boss.
He's born together. Frank sometimes forgets where he comes from.
Bit more fly off the handle.
Make sure he's dead.
I'm gonna make a noise.
A noise. It's a fucking gun.
What happens now?
I'm gonna retire. I need to find a way to take it all down.
It's just you and me. We are our own family.
He's up to something.
I'm telling you, he's not gonna try anything.
How do you know? Always gonna do.
Ooh, Lordy, trouble so hard.
Okay, so I think that looks very good. That trailer gives you exactly what you want from a classic film with Robert De Niro. Oh my God, that has a feel of The Irishman and Goodfellas, just like it said in the trailer, from the hitmakers of those. That is great. I loved that. I think that looks phenomenal. This is going to give you a Martin Scorsese feel. I'm not quite sure who the director is. I can't quite remember if they said it in the trailer or not because I'm trying to just go with it. But this is a very good trailer. I think it's very solid. It gives you a good feel of what the movie is actually going to be about. Robert De Niro looks fantastic. He looks better than ever. I personally think that this might be a big hit. This might be a hit. I mean, with Goodfellas having a big following, The Irishman being a big hit on Netflix, and a modest hit with nominations at the Academy Awards, great. The issue is I'm scared it's going to be too long, and it might be a little bit too slow. We will see. I think the trailer delivers a very well-done picture of what it's actually going to be like. I enjoy this trailer so much. I can't wait to see the movie. What do you think about the Alto Nights trailer? Are you a fan of the Goodfellas or the Irishman type of a film, like a mob boss or a gangster film? I know I am. I can't wait to see this, and I just can't wait. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and let me know your thoughts. Going into the comments, The Alto Nights looks pretty good. I'll check it out. And Barry Levinson is okay. So it's a Barry Levinson film, but it feels so much like a Martin Scorsese film. Yes, especially with the cast there. Very well done. I cannot wait to see what we get in regards to the box office and what the reviews are like closer to when the film comes out. But that's my review. But that is the trailer reactions. And now we're going to go into this. So, I know I'm a bit late, but we're going to do this as quick as possible. We're going to be going over my Letterboxd Wrapped for 2024. And let's just get right into it. Let me pull it up here. Here we go. Okay. We do have a comment before we get in there first. We have a comment. 2 comments. I'm a fan. Yes. I'm a fan of gangster films. Yes. I think it will be I think it will probably bomb. It probably will bomb. But then again, bombing doesn't mean anything. Bombing doesn't mean anything in regards to the quality of the film. It just means that it's a very niche audience. We'll see what comes out then. But if they market the movie right and they actually market the movie, then we'll be all right. If the budget isn't that high, I think the highest you probably had to pay anybody was, of course, Robert De Niro. But let's get into this. We're going to be going into my Letterboxd Wrapped for 2024. So here we go. Letterboxd Wrapped for 2020. Here we go. Letterboxd Wrapped for 2024. Let's get right into it. I've been looking forward to doing this. I know I'm a bit late on the trend, but I wanted to just do it live on the show, so let's get right into it. Here's my Letterboxd 2024 Wrapped. My diary entries was 332 films. So I logged that many, and I reviewed 101 of them on Letterboxd. I created 36 lists. I liked 26 things I think. And I watched over 550.2 hours of movies. My highest rated films of the entire year were Wicked, The Christmas Charade. Okay, so like four Hallmark films, but Wicked, Doom Part 2, Challengers, and Deadpool and Wolverine. This is the week by week here. So the week I watched the most films, it looked like, was February 5th through the 11th. So let's take a look at this here. So, okay. So this is when we had 2 Hallmark films, and I had 4 screeners. So that's why. I did Thanksgiving. I did American Fiction because it came to Amazon Prime. Then I had a screener for Air Force One Down, one of the worst films of last year, Stranger in the Woods, Popular Theory, and The Stolen Valley. That's good. So let's go back here. And my lowest ones was one film. One film on March 21st to the 31st, and that was An Easter Bloom. I'm not quite sure what was going on then, but unless I didn't just log anything, if I didn't put it in my diary, that's probably what it is. But I averaged 27.7 movies per month, 6.3 per week, and my most watched days were Tuesday, Thursday, Monday. So Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Tuesdays is the new releases on VOD a lot of the time, so that makes a lot of sense. My first film of the year was Air. I remember that film well. A very good dad film. My 50th movie of the year was Stranger in the Woods, a small little indie horror flick. My 100th of the year was Migration, very cute film. My 150th was If. I love that movie, and you will see me talk about that in my favorite films of 2025 on my live show, Noah Kaser Live. Me and Concrete Angel Kyle will be going over our top 10 best films of 2025. My 200th film was A Quiet Place Day 1. 250th was Wolves. 300th was Wicked. And my last film of the year was Speak No Evil. I rewatched more than this. I just didn't log a lot of it. Right now, we're 14 days into the year, and I've logged and reviewed every single thing. And I'm doing a lot of rewatches in January just because of the weather. There's not a lot of new stuff out, so I'm just doing some favorite watches for me. So I rewatched How the Grinch Stole Christmas twice. I probably watched it more than that. My dog personally loves that movie. This twice this year. I've seen it 3 times since theaters, and I'll probably watch this again maybe this week or next week. And I watched Friday the 13th twice because on my previous show, me and my co-host ranked all of the Friday the 13th. Well, we were supposed to be doing a ranking video, but I just decided to nix that. The Polar Express should be on there because we watched that a lot as well because my dog loves that one as well. My most watched genre was comedy. The country was the USA, and the language was English, of course. My highest rated was family. The highest was Germany? What Germany films did I watch? How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Hellboy the Crooked Man, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and Roleplay. Okay, cool. English, yeah, that's not that surprising. Themes and nano genres. This is very interesting. Crude humor and satire. This is probably one of my favorite things here. I mean, the juvenile and the niche humor of the gross out humor and the sex humor, like in a hot tub time machine and a zombie land, in Wicked Little Letters. I love that. Driveway Dolls, didn't like that one all that well. Sydney White, good little film, but the juvenile humor, you can definitely tell that I really enjoy that type of humor because it's a shut your brain off film, and I think it just works so damn well. Going back here it moved. Great. The nano genres, scary, tense, cliche. Let's click on that. Time Cut, The Blair Witch Project, House at the End of the Street, Starvaker, Strangers Chapter 1, Willow Creek, Imaginary, Host, The Nun. Okay, so most of the Conjuring films and Night Swim. Nice. Going down here, well, I might as well take a look at my highest rated. My highest rated, yeah. Dazzling vocal performances and musicals, song and dance, underdog fighting and boxing stories, humor, heartwarming family, slapstick, delightful, adorable, delightful, heartwarming fantasy, yeah. Going down here, this was pretty equal here. So my older watches was 165 out of 332 and 167 of 332. So that is pretty good. It's about just 0.3. Literally 0.3 away from being half. My rewatches last year was 44 rewatches, 13.3%. And my new watches was 86.7%. Not reviewed, 69.6%. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try and at least put something for every single film I watched this year, even if it's just like something stupid like I've been doing. I added 27. No, I watched 27 movies from my watch list, and I added 134. My highest rating I gave the most times was 3.5. I gave no half stars. I gave 1. What was the 1 star I gave? What was that one I gave? Oh, to Going Overboard. Yeah. It was to Going Overboard. Okay. Going down here a little bit more, I gave 19 5 stars. My most watched actors. Now, this is null and void because I watched all of the Harry Potter films to rank on my old show last January. So we're just going to null that and void it. 9 Tyler Hymes films. That's not surprising. He's a Hallmark actor in a lot of films. Going past all of the Harry Potter crew here. And then we have the Scream films. Ray Fiennes, yep. Jim Carrey, Andrew Walker. All of the Conjuring films and the Nun films, yeah. The Scream films, yep. Go down here a little bit more. Jeff Goldblum, that makes sense because I did see Wicked and the Jurassic Park films. Catherine O'Hara, Beetlejuice. So the two Beetlejuice movies, Home Alone. Oh, she was in The Wild Robot. Okay, that's cool. Going down or going up a little bit. We don't want to jump too far ahead of time. Okay. So going down here to my highest rated. Who is my highest rated cast members? What were you in? Wonka and Wicked. Okay, so that makes sense. Both 5-star films for me. I hate how it jumps. I literally hate how it jumps. Those are probably Disney films. I think these are the Peanuts gang. What is Peter Robbins? Yep, they are the Peanuts gang. So that makes a lot of sense. My most watched directors, I want to bump this up because I had 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. My most watched directors were Christopher Columbus, Kevin Fair, David Yates, and Wes Craven. So David Yates did the last 4 of the Harry Potter films, and Chris Columbus did 2 of the Harry Potter films, I believe. I believe he did 2 of those, and he did Home Alone. Or did he do 3? Oh, and Mrs. Doubtfire. Yep, Mrs. Doubtfire. So that makes 100%. Yeah. And a lot of those are probably going to be the Hallmark directors because they make 2, 3, 4, 5 films a year, which is good for them. They're making a lot of bank. Sam Raimi, those were the Evil Dead films. So, Max McGuire, yep. Give Max McGuire a little bit of a plug here for Falling Like Snowflakes, Yes Chef Christmas, and Romance with a Twist. And then the other director I've talked to quite a bit of times, want to give him a bit of a plug as well, in Jason Bourke, with Our Holiday Story, Scouting for Christmas, and A Whitewater Romance. So, and also he had another film that's not on there, and that was A Reason for the Season. I don't know why that's not on there. I might have forgotten to put that up there. Producers, Charles Cooper. Writers, yep. Original writers, the story by, we're just going to skip all of those. Not that they're not important. I just don't want to overcrowd this. My most liked review was Beverly Hills Cop Axel F with 17 likes. Cool. My most liked list. I don't share my lists all that much. For all I know, that could be my like, or it could be one of my friends who liked it. I'm not quite sure. The highs and lows. Here we go. So the highest average was Dune Part 2. Lowest average was The Mousetrap. Most popular was Dune. The most obscure was a little indie film called Because We're Family. The newest film I watched was Carry On. And then the oldest film I watched was from 1938, the 1938 A Christmas Carol. The longest film I watched was Horizon Chapter 1. And the shortest film I watched was Olaf's Frozen Adventure. Very good. And then there's all the films I watched in 2024. I'm not going to take you through all of them, but there's 332 of them. And a lot of people like to do the world's map here. So there's the world's map. 267 of those were from the States. 57 of those were from Canada. 1 from Russia, Australia, India, South Africa, Saudi Arabia, France, Spain, Sweden, Finland, Poland, Germany, the UK, Ireland, India, Thailand. Okay. Thailand and Japan. Does that count as Russia? Yes, it does. Okay. That counts as Australia. Yep. Okay, well, there we go. There's my world map, and there it is. There is my Letterboxd Wrapped for the entire year of 2024. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you think about it? I like doing that a lot. It's a lot of fun to do that. I absolutely loved it. And I might do an all times one very, very soon. I might do that. I'm thinking about doing it later on in this video, but there is my Letterboxd stats for 2024, my Letterboxd Wrapped. What do you think about it? What is yours? How many films did you watch? Who were your most watched actors, actresses, and directors? And how many films did you rewatch? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below and let me know your thoughts. Okay, so we're going to go here. Nice stats, yes. I loved Wonka. So did I. It's one of my all-time favorite films now. And Michael probably has to go because it's going on 8 o'clock, and him and Luke have to do their show next. So after this, go to the Luke Ponto channel, and you can watch the brand new episode of the Movie Fanatics. And if I had the intro up here still, I would play it for you guys. But just go over there, and you guys can watch their show after mine. And I will leave you off with this one, Michael. Hey, did you know this? Did you know this? Ready? Ready? Ready?
That's your home! Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
Michael? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Go do your show, have fun, and yeah.
Alrighty then.
So, we're going to move on to the next topic, and that is going to be Release Rewind. So, Release Rewind is the topic every single week where we take a look at what came out 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago, and we see how much money it made. So, what came out 10 years ago in 2015? So, here it is. 2015, January 16, 2015, we had Paddington earn a worldwide total of $250 million at the end of its theatrical run. I love that movie. Phenomenal film. The second one is just as cute and just as good. I cannot wait to see Paddington in Peru, hopefully in February. We had The Wedding Ringer, a Kevin Hart wedding comedy that I saw once, don't remember much about, and it doesn't look like a ton of people went to go and see it either, as it made $80 million, but for a comedy, that's not bad. Black Cat with Chris Hemsworth made $19.6 million. We also had two more other films. Foxcatcher earning $19.3 million and American Sniper earning $547 million. Seeing that number shocked me. I forgot that it made that much money, but good for it. January 14th, 2005, we had Elektra earning $56.8 million, Racing Stripes earning $89.8 million, and Coach Carter making $76.6 million. Along with that, we also had House of Flying Daggers earning $92.8 million, and a rom-com with In Good Company starring the lovely Scarlett Johansson, one of my favorites, in Topher Grace, and the phenomenal actor named Dennis Quaid, earning $63.4 million. And the last one for this Release Rewind is Murder in the First, which came out on January 20th, 1995, earning $17.3 million. So there was Release Rewind. Did this make you feel old? I hope not. If it did, then I guess I did my job right. But there was that, everybody. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you think about it? And I'll see all of you guys next time. But we're going to move on to the next topic, which is going to be Ticket Tracker. So Ticket Tracker is the segment every single week where we take a look at what came out in the top 5 at the domestic box office. So let's take a look at this. We are almost done here, folks. Almost done with this show. So here's what happened at the top 5 box office this past weekend. Of course, we know as it flopped hard. Den of Thieves 2 is at number 1, earning $15 million. Not a great opening, especially at 3,000 theaters. But Mufasa is now over $500 million, actually at $543 million worldwide. A lot more than anybody thought it would make. I mean, the box office tracking didn't look great, only earning only taking a 39% drop, still in 3,600 theaters. Not bad. Sonic 3, this is going to take a dive. Not this weekend, but next weekend because it comes to digital. Bad mistake. I mean, it's still number 3, earning $11.3 million. Sonic 3 is now at $385.8 million. I hate to say it. Disney was not bullying the guys at Paramount. It was just the theater owners thought that it would be a better option to have a Disney film there than Sonic. It's just all about the theater owners. The marketing was there for both films. Each film has its separate audience, and they saw it. They still have its fans. Let's just all be happy that the movies are doing well at the box office. Number 4 is Nosferatu, taking a almost 50% drop. Not bad at all. Earning another $6.8 million, bringing its worldwide total to $136 million. And going down here to round out the top 5 is Moana 2, earning another $6.5 million. And by next weekend, Moana 2 will be at, well, probably by the end of the week, if we're taking into account the international numbers and our numbers here, it's going to be at the $1 billion mark. Wicked did make a bit of a mistake, I think, by dropping on digital, but it's still going to reach the $700 million mark probably by the end of the week, and I'm very happy for it. The second one is going to make quite a bit more. I think it'll make maybe a little bit more. It's probably not going to be a $1 billion film, but you never know. And where's Better Man? Oh yeah, Better Man's all the way down here at number 13 because of the number of theaters it was at. But let's just give it up for the freaking Brutalist, people. Let's give it up for the Brutalist. It's only at 68 theaters, according to this website, and it's earned $1.3 million just this weekend. And the Brutalist worldwide, well, the domestic total is $2.7 million. That's not bad for a 3.5-hour film. That's not bad where it's only in 68 theaters. But it is opening wide this week, so if you guys want to see it at your local theater, there's probably a theater within like maybe 50 miles that's playing it for you. I don't know if my theater about 30 minutes away from me is playing it. I hope so. But there's that, everybody. Probably won't go and see it in theaters, though, because I don't have anybody going to see it with. But there was Ticket Tracker. What did you think about it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and let me know your thoughts. So let's try this. We're going to go into a new segment, and we're going to go into, it used to be just the Netflix top 10, but we are still going to do the Netflix top 10. We're going to try this. And that's going to be the streaming top 10. So this is the streaming 10. We're going to take a look at what is number 1 in streaming for all of the streaming services. So we're going to go into this. Hold on a minute. We're going to go into this. We're going to take a look at the Netflix top 10 first. So if I can get it up here, that would be amazing. There we go. Okay. There we go. Thank you to everybody who is still here, liking, comment, and subscribe on the video. Number 1, in regards to movies on Netflix, we have Ad Venom. I don't know what that is. I know it's an international film on Netflix. I haven't seen it. Despicable Me 2, Despicable Me, Rush Hour 1, Hotel Transylvania 2, The Age of Adeline, Rush Hour 2, Due Date, Rush Hour 3, and The Secret of Pets to round out the top 10 movies on Netflix. Coming down here to the TV shows. Top 10 TV shows on Netflix. We have number 1 is Monday Night Raw. Not surprising. It'll probably be that way every Monday because people watch it live and then they watch the rerun if you can't watch it live because of, say, like work or school or you're just asleep in bed. 2 is American Prime Evil. 3 is Jerry Springer Lights, Camera, Action. 4 is Squid Game. 5 is The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. Number 6 is Gabriel Iglesias, Legend of Fluffy. I love that dude. Love his stand-up. I really enjoyed that special. Number 7 is Younger. Number 8 is Missing You. 9 is The Breakthrough. And 10 is the new Netflix, I believe that's a a docuseries called I Am a Killer, I think. Oh no! Oh, so it's not new. It's on its 6th season. I didn't even know it was a show. It's not a genre for me. I'm not a fan of the true crime stuff, so I don't watch stuff like, say, a Missing You or I Am a Killer or the Menendez brothers. I don't watch those things. It's not for me personally. It's not my favorite type of thing to watch. But for everybody who loves it, more power to you. That's awesome, and I celebrate that. Next up, we're going to go into this. We're going to go into this. The top 10 purchases on Amazon Prime. So here we go. We have Wicked at number 1. 2 is The Wild Robot. 3 is Yellowstone. 4 is The Grinch. 5, Gladiator 2. 6, The Substance. 7, Venom: The Last Dance. 8, Despicable Me 4. 9, the Super Mario Bros. Movie. And 10 is Conclave. Very, very nice. Very happy to see that is doing well in the numbers there. I'm very happy for it. I'm very shocked. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm very shocked that the Super Mario Bros. Movie is that high on there. I'm very, very shocked. But let's get into the Hulu numbers, because this is very interesting because it just updated. I guess they update at like 8 p.m. every day. So let's get into it. The Hulu top 10 looks like this. This is movies and TV. High Potential at number 1. 2 is Goosebumps, the new season of Goosebumps, which I still have to start watching, called Goosebumps: The Vanishing. 3, The Rookie. 4, Shifting Gears. I want to watch that. 5, Abbott Elementary. I still need to see that. 6 is Will Trent. 7 is Special Forces World's Toughest Test. 8 is Doc. 9 is The Silent Hour. 10, Twilight. 11, American Star. 12, The Twilight Saga: New Moon. 13, Murder at the Motel. 14, The Twilight Saga: Eclipse. And 15 is Fall. So there is that, everybody. There is the Hulu top 10. And now we will go into the Max top 10, as according to Amazon Prime, because now I have it on my Amazon Prime. It's just easier to do it that way. I can get the HBO Live TV on there as well now. I can download stuff easier to watch on the go if I want to watch something at work before my breakfast. While I'm having my food, I can. It's there. Number 1 is The Pit. No, get off there. Well, get off there. There we go. Number 1 is The Pit. Number 2 is Sister Wives. Number 3 is Den of Thieves. I'm not surprised with the sequel coming out. 3 is The Front Room. 5 is Before the 90 Days. 6, The Accountant. 7, Juror Number 2. 8, Morgan. 9, Keeping Up with the Joneses. And 10, Joker: Folie à Deux. So there is that, everybody. There is the Max top 10. And now we will go into the Disney Plus top 10. And then that will wrap it up, before we go into what's releasing this week in theaters and on streaming. So to wrap everything up for the streaming top 10, we will go into the Disney Plus top 10. Number 1 is Goosebumps: The Vanishing. 2, the 2019 live action The Lion King. 3, Skeleton Crew. 4, Ice Age: Dawn of the Dinosaurs. 5, Dream Productions. I'm surprised by that. Cool. 6 is Real: A Bug's Life. 7, Avengers Endgame. 8, Avengers Infinity War. 9, The Avengers. And 10, Guardians of the Galaxy. So there's the streaming top 10. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and let me know your thoughts. What do you think about this new topic? Do you want me to keep going with it, or do you just want me to stick with the Netflix top 10? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and let me know your thoughts. And finally, everybody, to wrap up this episode of No Kaser Live, we're going to go into what's releasing this week in theaters and on streaming. So, as always, we're going to go to releases.com, and we're going to see what's releasing and see if I have anything new to review for you guys next week. And I want to just plug one more time that this Saturday at 7 p.m., the plan right now is for me and Kyle, Concrete Angel, to be doing our best movies, our top 10 movies of 2024. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys there for that one. So what is releasing this week in theaters and on streaming? Of course, this week, the big theater release is Wolfman. On Netflix, it is a action comedy with Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz called Back in Action. I will be watching that one. Queer just came out today on VOD. I will see that at some point. On Amazon Prime, a brand new film with Jennifer Lopez that looks very, very good. It looks very fun and inspirational, called Unstoppable, comes out. A Lionsgate film with, I don't want to get his name wrong, with Scott Eastwood and Sylvester Stallone, called Alarum, I believe I'm saying that right, Alarum. I might rent that one depending on the price. If you're a fan of this show, you got a brand new film, Henry Danger the Movie, will be on Paramount Plus. I will not be watching that or reviewing that one. Dino Gator. Everybody's going to be watching that one, I'm sure. Yes, not really. That could be stupid fun, but I don't think that's one that I need to review. So, and then of course, in theaters we have the re-release of Sing Sing. It's not really a re-release when you didn't release the movie that wide in the first place. So there's the re-release of that. One of them days is going to be in theaters. I know that Kyle plans on seeing that one. He might see Sing Sing. I don't know if he's seen Sing Sing yet or not. But there was that, and we might as well look at next Tuesday as well. We have Sonic 3 coming to VOD. We have Smile 2, Heretic, Venom 3, The Last Dance, and The Substance, along with the Elevation and Monster Summer coming to Blu-ray and DVD. Oh, and along with Here, Rumors, and Azrael, all coming there as well. On VOD on the 24th, we have Into the Deep, which I will be renting. It's a shark film. I'm very interested in that one. I'm not quite sure what Bystanders is. That could be a decent little film here, maybe, from Epic Pictures, a lower budget horror thriller there. The Sandcastle on Netflix. But that is everything. Oh, and The Wild Robot does come out on Peacock on the 24th. So, there was that, everybody. Whew! That was a longer show. It was just me. But, as always, everybody. Yes. Paddington, great movies. And the final comment for this one is, I really want to see Wolfman. So do I. I cannot wait to see it. But that is it, everybody. That's it for this stream. And as always, like and subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys on Saturday for the next episode of No Kaser Live, where me and Kyle will be, also known as Concrete Angel on YouTube. I will leave a link down below to his channel so you can subscribe. He's on his way to 1,000 subscribers. A little plug there. But like and subscribe to him. And as always, guys, I will see all of you guys next time.
So where do you go when the fire is low?